Today we're going to go over the grand plan for my agency moving forward into the future. I have so much to share with you guys, and I wanted to show you guys this so you guys could also get some ideas or understand why I'm pursuing what I'm pursuing within my agency. This will be like a mini series that I do going over the construction A to Z of my agency. And you'll see as this series goes on that I'm going to give away literally everything and anything that I do to my own agency to you guys to help you through your own journey. Now, in case you don't know, what I've been doing is I've been running a standard traditional social media marketing agency for around 6 months now, and it's about time where I transition to something bigger, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what that looks like. I'm an open book, and so I decided to make this into a little series. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's hop right into the first part of this video. Okay, so now that we're in here, I just want to walk through exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing, the philosophy behind me doing a software-oriented business instead of like a standard agency. So it starts 2 years ago, where it was just all about the standard lead generation, and then things started to transition to more of an appointment setting oriented process where you actually deliver appointments, clients, not just leads. And so in general, this was the system that started to come about that everyone started to use, right? The Facebook ad, to the lead capture, to the lead nurture, to the schedule, appointment reminders, and then obviously the show up. And this process absolutely still works. It's still flourishing today, but how do we go further? And where has social media marketing gone since then? And then when you look at social media marketing a year ago, you see the transition from a standard offer to guarantees. Nobody could offer a standard offer and actually be desirable. You need to have a guarantee to even be in the equation. You need a guarantee to even be competing with anybody else. And so the guarantees begun, right? The delivery guarantees, the conditional guarantees, and the satisfaction guarantees. The three things that really run the entire domain, which is, for example, is something like, if I don't book your gym 10 appointments, then I won't get paid a penny, right? Or if I don't book you 10 appointments, you don't have to pay me, but you do have to do X. Or I will run Facebook ads for your gym and then you pay when I'm satisfied, whatever. This sort of guarantee where you have to deliver X for you to get Y took the space by storm in a great way, because obviously it's a great thing to implement, but how has the space progressed? So what's happening now and what's the future? So social media marketing agencies now are just Facebook ads plus high level, right? High level came on the scene, this new crazy software that took over that actually allows you to automate the entire service delivery process and to scale up as a business in a legitimate way and not have to do everything manually. And so in the beginning, it was more organized, it was easier, but now since people are getting it, it's just, you need high level, and high level is one of those necessities that allow you to win. And so this is what's going on now, right? With high level, you now have calendar booking funnels that people create for their clients. You have short message service automations, you have Google review campaigns, you have database reactivation campaigns, you have email marketing, you have website and funnel building, and you also have every other tool that high level offers that you could provide for a business that pretty much gets them new clients in all and every way. And so just breathe it in. Just think about all that we have right now. We have high level, we have the guarantees, right? And then we also have the appointment setting system. And so that's where we currently are with social media marketing. Now, what is the future? Because that's what I'm thinking about, and you have to be prescient in order to actually win in this game. You have to think about what's going to work in a year from now, especially because we know that this is a rapidly evolving industry. So what's next? Social media marketing agencies in the future, I believe, truly are going to be the combination of AI, leveraging software, and using a traditional agency model. Now, I had mentioned this in my last video. If you want to watch it, the link will be in the description. But also, a lot of you guys will be like, what the hell are you talking about AI? That's just a scam, that's just a hoax. Which, partly I agree, and I also mentioned that in my last video, but also part of me disagrees and says, well, in 5-10 years from now, AI will definitely dominate in certain industries, and those who don't use it will simply be missing out in comparison to those who do use it. I think everyone could agree to some extent on that. It's just one of those new things that you have to incorporate somehow. But AI is not the main thing here. The main thing is software, which is what high level is, right? High level is software. High level is probably one of the most popular and successful entities in the entire agency space, and it's one of the things that people rely on. And it's also what allows people to sell something called software as a service, which is a software that's sold to business owners that packages together every single solution that you need to get more clients, and does it for less money than social media marketing. But obviously the main draw with software is that you close them once and then you just ride the wave forever, and you don't ever lose the client because they rely on your software as it becomes an integral part of their business from then on. So without further ado, what am I getting at? And the concept of what I think the next year or two or 3 or 4 or 10, whatever, looks like for agencies is something that combines all of the stuff that we've already had, which is obviously very sensible to think, but also packages it within a subscription that you sell as a software that you don't have to uphold consciously through time, but you just have to sell once and continue to sell. Software is obviously one of the most rapidly growing models in the world. That's guaranteed to be massive over time. But software that specifically helps business owners grow, right, and get more clients is basically just packaging all three of these things together and making the ultimate model, which obviously combines combines the standard agency, right? The standard SMMA, which is running ads in any platform like Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, etc. Standard lead generation, and of course, appointment setting. But then on top of that, you have a software agency that does the calendar booking funnels for the businesses, sets up the SMS automations, that sets up the Google review campaign, database reactivation campaigns, the email marketing, the website and funnel building, and the chat widget, and every other tool that High Level offers, right? So you're combining those, and with all this, you're staying on the cutting edge by incorporating AI somehow in a way that it actually could be useful, which is by incorporating it within automations, right? AI automation. You're not that much better at talking to leads than AI is, so why don't you let AI take your place in messaging leads and talking to them actively? If you combine all three of these models, I know some of these look more puny than others because obviously there's not much developed here and there's not much that I want to incorporate with AI yet, but you're combining all three of these, all of these different elements that make the kind of ultimate agency inside of one software package, which means that you're just adding SMA, you're adding High Level, which is the software model, and you're also adding a little bit of AI, and you're creating a hybrid. And to delve deeper into what I mean here, I created a little Miro thing, which I want to show you guys, in which I talk about how this actually works and the insides of this. Now I'll go into more detail in my subsequent videos, but in this, I just want to show you exactly what it looks like. It's very similar to what a traditional agency is, except it just packages more together and allows you to be separate from what you do in some sense. So that you create this, you're not working in your business, but rather you're working on your business, selling it as a product that lasts as a subscription, where people pay you every month for something that you built and that they could rely on. That's the key. It's the key business model. So it's all about finding what does that best, which is the combination of all these things. And so the first question will be, okay, how do you get clients with this model? And so here's the list of how I would go about doing this and how I'm gonna go about doing this. So there's inbound and there's outbound. And I'm just gonna explain this very simply. Inbound means you go to them, outbound means they come to you. So examples of inbound, which is obviously the goal for everybody. Everyone wants the customers to come to them. It'd be Facebook ads, it'd be Go High Level Community, which is a new update within the software. Again, there's so much going on within High Level that's constantly updating. There's also a Facebook community that you could create that allows you to get inbound. There's also affiliate programs that you could use, meaning once you sell to one person, you could say, okay, if you refer someone, you'll get this commission, and then you'll be able to scale out with those affiliate schemes. And there's also YouTube channels, which means if you give free value to a business owner in a specific niche, they could come to you, click your little calendar booking link, and work with you. These are ways for them to come to you. And then the examples of outbound are pretty much the simple ones, just cold calls, cold DMs, and cold emails. The ones that just function and they'll always function. That's how you'd actually go about getting clients within this model. In terms of onboarding processes, which is in my opinion the most difficult part of any agency, that includes the contract, the onboarding survey, Facebook, Google My Business, calendar, and Stripe connection, the setting up domains with the software course plus settings overview, and videos going over each tool thoroughly. It's always about finding a way to make the system as quick and easy as possible. But the truth is, this is basically the entire construction. My job as an agency owner is to make this so simple so that I can onboard clients so easily, and that it's all about just getting out there and doing outreach. Because once I do the outreach, once I close them, it's all about repetition and doing it as many times as possible, because with software, you are trying to sell to as many people as possible. There's two different types of business models. There's software, where you sell to as many people as possible, a lower ticket item, or there's also the standard traditional agency where you're selling a higher ticket product or service, I should say, to a smaller amount of people. The final part here, which is probably where a lot of you guys are speculating, is service delivery. So what does that entail? Like I said, you're combining SMMA, which is a done with you solution, which is what I put here, SAAS, right, which is a do-it-yourself solution, and then AI automation agency, which is a done-with-you solution. And the reason I say that is because you're not implementing AI completely. I'm just integrating it to stay on the cutting edge, because if you do that, you're just going to have an advantage, because there's certain things that AI could do that, again, you're doing right now that you could easily have AI do if you had High Level, or if you use High Level, or if you do appointment setting. What does this include? Decked out customer relationship management system. You could already replace a bunch of people's old softwares that they use. There's so many terrible softwares out there that people rely on. Imagine you just replaced them, superseded them by giving them a way better software that's specifically tailored to them. Anyone would buy that right away. You could even just do that without even customizing High Level. But what happens if you deck it out and make an amazing CRM system that has everything you need, like the calendar, like the conversations tab, all these things, and just makes their life so much easier, saves them so much time, and makes it so much more productive, because again, the software they're using now is probably terrible. It's just amazing. Now the next thing is Google review systems, which are just ways to get more Google reviews into the business, which are super easy and automatable, if that's a word, within High Level. And then you also have database reactivation systems, which again, like I said, super easy, also very automatable. And then email marketing snapshots, calendar booking funnels, chat widgets for their websites. And then as for appointment setting, like I said before, it's going to be AI powered SMS responses plus a robust automation system already set up, ready to be triggered once leads come into the pipeline. And also the affiliate systems that you could create for your customers and allow them to have their own affiliate marketing system. So this is just a basic list of some of the things that it includes, just because there are a lot of questions about what SAAS even is. What is a software? How does it work? What does it even mean? This will answer a lot of that. This is what I'm doing, and this basically right here is what that all includes. Now, there's so much more than this that you can add, but this is the main stuff that I focus on, because if you look at all this, the results of all of these, what all these are conducive to is allowing you to get more clients. And so I hope that gives some clarification. Obviously, this is a pretty raw video. I also don't have all the details figured out when it comes to my plan within my own software, but I do want to let you guys know that I'm giving this a shot. More than a shot, I'm devoting myself to this because I do feel that I am very suited to pursue this model. I also feel that it is genuinely the future, and if you're running a standard agency, that's amazing, and you're gonna win and you're gonna succeed as long as you stick with it. But I promise that sooner than later, you're gonna start thinking about, okay, what's next? What's the next era of this? What's bigger? What goes bigger? And all of these different models are within the same ecosystem of work, which is why it really is just up to you. And it's all about leveraging your knowledge best. So if you have all this knowledge about social media marketing, if you have knowledge about AI, if you have knowledge about software, right? If you're able to combine these things and make your own solution out of them, that is obviously the ideal thing to do, because you want to maximize your ability. And so that's my reasoning. This is my plan. This is the first episode of this little mini series that you'll see. I'll have a video or two per week that go out regarding this stuff so that you guys will stay updated regarding exactly what I'm doing within my own agency. And so if you made it to the end here, thank you so much, and you guys are gems. And make sure to join the Discord, link in the description, so that you guys can be a part of my community and so that you guys can join me on my entrepreneurial endeavors. Also, if you are just starting out your agency and you want to get my entire agency handed to you, then you could also do so by clicking the link in the description. You could join Agency Builder, and I give away pretty much everything that I've built over the last 6 months for $45. I'll just save you months on months on months of work, as it sounds. If you guys want to check that out, go ahead and click those links, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.